Donald Trump thought he was getting pageantry and pomp when he got to the UK, but people were reminding him of his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein and that he is a pedo and that people think that he's a pedo. When I opened up Twitter, Trump is trending. And I love that this balloon has yellow chest hair, but it says the baby Trump balloon is back on the streets. Thank you, Great Britain. The British hate Trump. I love that for y'all. So this sign below me, it says, fight Trump and Starmer, no to war, racism, climate chaos, capitalism, build a new party to give students a voice. There you go. They have these signs at bus stops. It says Britain standing on the right side of history. So this sign right here, it says Donald Trump is a rapist. What I was playing at the beginning of my video was this is actually a projector putting these images up. And this was a tweet that I saw earlier. It says, oh dear, not such a great diplomatic start. Protesters managed to project images of Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump, and Prince Andrew onto the outside walls of Windsor Castle. Wow. Hashtag Trump, hashtag state visit. They even have merch for him. It says, this is what makes Great Britain great. Trump and Epstein merch is available outside Windsor Castle for his royal visit. Just to remind them that all over the globe, this is your reputation. This was Donald Trump before he left for the UK. I just took this screenshot because I'm like, this dude looks unhealthy as all get out. And this is where he was berating the reporters. He was berating the person from Australia and Jonathan Karl of ABC because they're actually asking him real questions instead of playing pity pat with him like Fox Entertainment does. But just look how he's standing. His posture, he has this humpback. We all know that his neck is all dangly, but then he's all puffy. His eyes are all puffy. He looks a hot mess. And this is right before his visit. And that brings me to this picture. This is the very first picture that I saw today. I opened up Threads, and this is what I saw on Threads. Now, I'm not so concerned with melanoma right now. We'll get to melanoma in a moment. Some people don't like her outfit, said that this is not a great outfit for this occasion. I'm just looking at this man right here. I just saw this picture and I'm like, his mouth is open. It looks like his teeth are about to dangle out. His hands are purple. Look at him. His hands are purple. Look, he already does a terrible job at blending his makeup, but this looks a hot mess. And then we go up to his face, and we already know that his face, he is terrible with his makeup. But why is his mouth open like this? Look at hold on. Look at his nose. It looks like it is about to rot off and fall off. Nobody is going to be able to hide the fact that this man is sick and rotting from the inside out. It doesn't even look like he's wearing makeup anymore. It looks like that paint, staining, for staining furniture. Like if you're staining a table and they're missing spots. That's what it looks like for him. Like you see the purple around his ears. I'm saying he's about 89% dead right now. And this hand is a hand of somebody that is rotting. This hand is about to fall off. Now, 2 Scoops of Rice says she probably wanted that pop of lavender to match her husband. Because, yes, his hand is purple. Now, where Heather Grows is explaining why people are coming for her outfit. I'm not a fashionista, so this is not my lane. But this is where Heather Grows saying, for those wondering why her belt doesn't work, yellow and purple are complementary colors, that's true, but the shade of lavender here is muddied, and the yellow is clear and bright. Plus, that particular shade is awfully close to her skin color, so from far or with eyes squinted, it looks like 2 pieces. I don't know. Also, that whole ugly on the inside is coming out is definitely playing here. And then Linda says a matching belt would have looked far better, but the bright yellow isn't good for her, not to mention the emeralds are adding a different color. I didn't notice the emeralds. Hold on. So we see that she is wearing green emeralds. She has yellow, and then she has lavender, and the lavender is to match her husband's rotting hands. I think the Grim Reaper might be following Donald Trump around. I'm not exactly sure. I found this on Threads. I'm sure that this person or this thing, this entity, is just following Donald Trump around. Mike Nellis, the person that Laura Loomer is basically stalking, he says Trump needs someone around him who can tell him to lay off the bronzer. Yeesh. So here he is smiling, but he still looks a hot mess. This was Donald Trump when he got off the plane. He is holding the hand of Melania. Maybe she's helping to steady him so he doesn't fall off. He has these big old cankles still, and look at his makeup. He looks a very different shade of brown here. He looks still pretty terrible, but he's still standing. And I do want to remind us all that they are trying to squash free speech. So please scrub all of your information off the internet. Take your name, do a delete me, find delete me. I use Optory to scrub my name and information off of the internet, because once this dude does keel over, and if you do plan to say some things on social media, please scrub your social media. Please take any of your co-workers or block all of your bosses and managers. Please take all of your employers' information off of your social media. Clean up your social media space, because this dude does not have that long. So I came across this article from Mercury News. Trump and Melania demanded separate bedrooms at Windsor Castle, report says. A British column also said that the president and the first lady had their own sheets shipped in, which is probably good so that Donald Trump doesn't stain everything with this furniture stain that he uses on his face. While Donald and Melania Trump tried to put on a show of marital unity by holding hands as they arrived at Windsor Castle Wednesday, their sleeping arrangements during their overnight stay at the royal residence could bolster ongoing rumors and reports that the first couple are effectively separated. It says palace insiders have told the Daily Mail's Ephraim Hardcastle column that the couple would enjoy their own suites while staying at the Windsor Castle. It's not enough that each principal guest suite reportedly comes equipped with both a double and a single bed. The Daily Beast also said that's still not enough space for them to share, or Melania Trump wants her privacy. She probably does not want to be near this orange or this slightly browning zombie. Just as she has reportedly come to expect when she stays at the White House or at Mar-a-Lago. Because these people are not a good couple. They don't even act like they like each other. It says the Ephraim Hardcastle column also reported that the Trumps had their own sheets shipped from the United States. Maybe the Trumps are even more fussy than King Charles III about their bed linens. The king demands the finest Egyptian cotton, the column said. Or as the courtier joked, the president may not want to stain the royal pillows with whatever tanning chemicals he uses to keep his orange hue. Oh, man, I know I'm a little sweaty because I'm in the car filming this. The Daily Beast said there's plenty of space at Windsor Castle to accommodate the president and the first lady's desire for separate accommodations. The 11th century residence has more than 1,000 rooms, including state apartments, private chambers, chapels, and offices. If it's any consolation to the Trumps, separate bedrooms at Windsor Castle have been common for British royals. The late Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip are said to have enjoyed their own separate sleeping quarters, while Charles and his wife, Queen Camilla, even maintain separate homes. I am totally sure that is how Melatonin wants to keep it with Donald Trump, zombie Trump, because that dude definitely looks like he's 89. He's almost dead. But Donald and Melanoma Trump appeared eager to not emulate British royal couples in other ways. They held hands after they stepped off the Marine One helicopter, probably to prop him up because it looks like a Weekend at Bernie's situation. All right, it says she held him up as they walked with William and Kate to the castle gardens. Notably, William and Kate followed the royal custom and did not hold hands. They never do so in public. I wonder if they even like each other. Melanoma seemed inclined to follow this non-PDA policy during her husband's first administration and was sometimes batting off her husband's hands away during important diplomatic events, because that woman is in this because she is contracted to be in this. Anyways, let me know what you think about all of this. He looks a hot mess. He looks a hot mess, and everybody should insult him because he insults everybody else. Y'all chime in. Let me know, what do you think he is bronzing himself with? I think it's furniture stain, but y'all chime in, like, comment, and share.